I'm Caitlin, host of Lumina City News. I'm here with Chris and Quintanilla, the founders of Lumina. First, let's start with Quintanilla. Tell us why you chose the location of Lumina and daily life for citizens.
Well, we have in the North Crater there's water and ice, and the water is drinkable if you can purify it, which we will be able to do. And the ice, if you break it, it creates oxygen. And there's lots of sunlight, which is really good because you can grow things. To live here because there's a pandemic going around and we want people to be safe.
Thank you, Quintanilla, for those words. Now we're going to Christopher, and he's going to tell us about our infrastructure and our services. Go ahead.
So, as my colleague Quintanilla said, the sunlight can be such of a big deal. There will be solar panels that also act as blinds to block out the sunlight and create energy in the process. And for the education of Lumina, the grades will be judged from from how much the students know and how fast they learn. And for the healthcare, there will be a giant hospital in the residential zone.
Thank you, Christopher. Right now, we are going to be talking about our 2 moon resources. Quintanilla, take it away.
I will be talking about dust, and we use the dust so we track them in kind of like energy sources with wind, and as the dust goes around, then we can harness that energy and spread it to the other places in Lumina. Yeah.
Christopher?
And now for the ice will be broken down into the 2 elements of oxygen and hydrogen can be used as a fuel to make fire or fuel something else that creates heat or energy, and the oxygen will be also for our citizens to breathe in the good healthy air.
Thank you. Now, Christopher, can you answer some questions about the engineering design process?
Yes, so first we created the city's frame first so we can place all the buildings in. Then we started to work on the industrial and residential buildings. And then we finished the industrial zone, and then we moved our focus into the residential. And lastly, we built the commercial zone last because we thought it would take more of our focus to put all the work in, and it took longer to make the buildings. And then lastly, we put the power lines in to transport water and power to our citizens.
Thank you, Christopher. Now, Quintanilla, may you please fill us in about our engineering and our roles in the project?
Of course. So, me and Chris mostly worked on the industrial zone, and he did a really good job on it, and we made some good things. And then I mostly did the residential, and Caitlin, you were there and you did the commercial a lot, like you helped with the Stack Up Cafe and the E-Mart and a lot of other things.
Thank you, Quintanilla. Now, Christopher, can you tell me about the risks or benefits that may have happened in the days of the project?
So if we had to go big or go home, if we made it too small, maybe then we wouldn't get high in the competition. So we just try to make it as best as we can. And if we made it too small, then we wouldn't get that high in the competition as we would like to. So, and sometimes it was fun working with each other in this room, and we had a lot of time enjoying building this project.
Thank you, Christopher. Now, Quintanilla, can you tell us about the compromises that we may have made, or well, we had made a lot of compromises. Can you tell us about them, possibly?
Yeah. Well, we had to substitute a lot of things. Like, if we didn't have, like, for instance, the plastic bags that we used were kind of helpful rather than, like, using a different type of paper or tissue paper.
Totally understandable.
Exactly. And we also had to do things like how we wanted the water lines, and if we all had some different idea or opinion, we'd all have to kind of come together and make a compromise about it.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you for your time, Caitlin.
Well, thank you for yours, Quintanilla. Well, tonight I am Caitlin, host of Lumina City News, and I just like to give a round of applause to the original founders, Chris and Quintanilla. Thank you for tuning in to our story of Lumina City. Bye!